Hello guys. Today we will discuss about how to connect our web application with the database. In database, I'm using the MySQL database, and in terms of web application, I'm using the servlet. Actually, I'm using the NetBean IDE, right? My NetBean IDE using the Apache Tomcat server, right? And I'm using the XAMPP server, right? On the behalf of XAMPP server, I am using the MySQL database, right? Now it's time to just start the XAMPP server. Using this XAMPP, I'm just starting the admin panel, XAMPP control panel. Click on that. Okay, meanwhile, we can see the code of my web application, right? This is the registration form, right? This registration form contains name, password, college, and branch, right? What is the idea? What I'm doing here, I just want to insert all the details of the registration form in the MySQL database, right? Let's see some coding part, right? This is my index.html page. This is HTML page. Actually, I just created the view of this application using the HTML and some CSS part for styling this page. Okay, so I hope that you understand the div tag and the some part of HTML actually. So what I'm doing over there, I just using the div class, and the class name of my div is my form, right? And dot my form is the way to implement the class in the CSS part, right? So I'm giving the height. What you can see, this is the div part actually. This box is the part of our div div tag, right? In the form, I'm using the form inside the div class, right? Giving the name to this form, right? Method I'm using post, so that our data should not be shown in the URL part. So that's why we are using the post method of the HTTP protocol. This is the my action actually. If someone click on this registration to do the registration and click on the register button, it will show the action. What will happen if somebody click on the register button? So it will goes to the simple, right? I'm not using any validation after the submission on the form, so let delete it, right? Apart from this, after the clicking on the registration form, it will goes to the simple is my servlet actually. Simple is my servlet. It's a class extends from HTTP servlet, so it will work like a servlet, right? In the index page, in the form, I'm using four fields of the form. One is the name, name of first field. Second one, the name pass. Third one, name college. And fourth one, name branch. So as you, if you have little bit knowledge about the server side programming, or you can say the servlet, so we just retrieve these value on the server side on the behalf of the name you are given in your HTML page, right? So just work on some servlet part. So name, pass, college, and branch. We just getting these are some method of the request, HTTP request interface, and this is the object and this is a method to retrieve the parameter from the index.html page. By default, it just return the string type value. So I just taking the for variable to hold the four values from the form after the click on registration button. After the click on the registration button, it directly goes to this page, right? After retrieving all the values, what I'm doing, I just create a logic over there. If the password length pass belong to our password part, if the password length is less than 5, it will directly back to the same page, not go anywhere. It just directly revert back to the same page, and that is the index page. If I'm using the index page to fill up the form, if the registration if the password in the registration page is less than 5 character, right, so it will not goes anywhere. It was just written back to the index.html itself, right? Dispatcher is used to transfer your control from one page to another page, right, on the behalf of some logic. What that is totally depends on your logic, what you are trying to implement in your page. If the password length is greater than 4, then in that case we just creating a database connection. I'm just using a database connection dot connect method. Actually, database connection is a class I've created. Actually, I'm just taking a Java class, right? And in Java class I just create a method connect in which I just created a database connection. So just let go to the database connect class. This is my database connect class. I just importing some needed package classes which are required to connect my web application to the database, right? So this is my connect method. It just written this string, and this is the static method. That's why it is directly called with the name of the class. I just taking the 4 parameter just like we have created in the form in index.html file. Same number of fields are there, and the type is also be the same, right? This is the connection database connection code. Actually, I'm using the MySQL database, so I need to uh, you know uh, giving the net giving the MySQL string to connect the database with the help of this string. So actually this is the driver actually we need to work on first, before the starting of the database connection. First, the driver is loaded, right, of the MySQL. I have already taken some driver of the MySQL. This is the get connection. This is a string of connection, and root is the username. I am not taking any password to connect my MySQL database, right? This is the table I have created in the MySQL database. So let we see this table, right, in MySQL. So This is the XAMPP admin panel, or you can say the control panel. We need to start the Apache and the MySQL both, right? So port number is assigned to MySQL database, right? So let go to the admin panel of MySQL. It is taking time actually. Yeah, this is my admin page. I am using the test. You can see in the test is my database name, right? And inside the test, I am using the student one. Student one table I am using. I want to insert some values inside the student one table. So student one table is there, and there are many of the fields are already working, already inserted. So I just want to add some new entries inside it, and we will check if they are updated or not. So you can understand, this is we have already seen the student table. There are four fields we have taken. One is name, password, college, and branch. So this is the part to set the values inside the database. After them using the method prepared statement method, that is the executed update, it will return the numeric value, right? So if the value is greater than 1, it just returns some positive value actually. So in case if is greater than 1, then this is the status, right? The data will insert it successfully. So I just taken the status string and put some string to it, so that we get the confirmation on the page. This is a try block I'm using for the handle the exception. If some exception occurred, right, so it will also be concatenate with the status string. So either our program will execute normally without any error, or we just get the error. So in any case, our status will be different, right? And at the end of the body of the method, right, we just return the status, right? Let go back to simple servlet. This is the part I am just taking the variable status and get the status what I'm getting from the database connection class. After that, I just want to know the status of my application. So I just using this request object, and the set attribute is a method on which you can transfer the some part of the data from one page to another page, right? So I'm just using the status data from this page, and just dispatch this message to the home page, right? So home is another servlet actually. When it revert to this page, right, so here I just getting request.get parameter. In the last page simple, I just set attribute, and in the home I just get attribute. So I just got the message, I just got the message got the message from the symbol. So this is the all about my application. Let's take on a in a way of layout, right? One is my index. This is my first page, index.html page, right? It will directly connect with the simple servlet, right? If if got error on password, it will return back to index itself. Otherwise, go to sim otherwise go to else condition, where database connection, right? Class create connection and return to simple itself. And after that, reach to our home page. Either database insert data successfully, or get some error, right? So this is whole the working of our application. We are using the 4 page. One is index.html, one is database connection class, third one simple servlet, and fourth one is home servlet, right? So I think everything is clear what we are trying to do, right? Our this part is also open, so let we try to insert some value, if is it working fine or not. I'm using the Tom. Password I'm using is itself Tom, right? College I'm using is ABES, Engineering College, and branch I'm using Information Technology, or you can say any. Let's take the Information Technology and try to register, right? So it is revert back because of our password length. So let's take another password which has greater than 4. Tom College again I'm using, and try to register, right? So this time our page is working, right? But there is a no message is reverting. Let's check the data is updated or not. Tom, just try to refresh. Yeah, you can get the data in the database. We have used the Tom as the name, and Tom many M we have taken in the password because of the length of the password, and we have taken the ABS Engineering College, and this is the branch, right? So you can see the data is successfully, you know, inserted into the database, right? So this is all about your insertion of data using the using the MySQL database. You know, before do it on the NetBeans, right? You need to do some work. You need to add, in the library MySQL connector. Actually, these are some jar files. You can say the classes that will help you to connect your application with the database. So before go to develop this application, or you just want to connect your application with the MySQL, you need to add some jar file, right? Okay. Okay, thank you very much to watch this video.